St. John chapter 14, verse 6. Yahweh Shai saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, those who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there, laboring in his truth and sincerity. Also, special salutations to the Akwaf and those who are supporting this ministry and righteousness. I'm Yalak Marah from the Shepherd of Berea camp. Just real quick, wanted to do this lesson. To put some out there to publish that this way, Yahweh Shai, is the only way. But if Yahweh Shai is the way unto life, and Yahweh Shai is the truth, and it says in John 1:1 that he is the Word, and the Word are these scriptures, the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the prophecies, in which we live in a society that has passed laws as another operating in another way. And through the Spirit, that other way is being promoted as a way for us to be enticed through the flesh. All right? That other way is being provided and was provided during the time of Adam and Eve. That other way, all right, is another lifestyle, another way where you can get enjoyment, you can get pleasure, you can get everything out of this other way. But with that enjoyment and pleasure, which is short term, that other way bringeth so much more damage, so much more destruction. And that other way ultimately is not a way at all. It's just a deceptive, it's a deception. So when we was on the highways and byways, we went into Judith, the 5th chapter. And I hear this, was watching a video earlier by the Elder Yashawamba from the Dallas camp, which was going into that way, that other way. All right. He was speaking on how the Masons, they believe in the Most High, but they believe in that free will, that they can do it another way. As we live in a society, we see that this other way that was being provided caused others to become more sick. It caused life to become more short. The air pollution, water pollution, people never being healed. Because, when they deal with Western medicine, that's another way. They'll say we'll use radiation to stop cancer cells. We'll use radiation instead of using fruits, such as soursop that kills cancer. Although they formed the cancer due to providing another way, which they manufacture candies and GMOs, as another way to feed people. So that other way has gone a long way in destroying us. But ultimately, now they're providing this chip, RFID chip, the microchip, right? So in Judith, the 5th chapter, we bring this out in the highways and byways through the Spirit. It says in Judith 5, Ammon was speaking and giving a lowdown, the information on the Israelites, which is us, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Now, the key components, the kryptonite for us is sin. So they're going to break it down. Judith 5:17. Whilst they sin not before their God, they prospered. So sinning is following the law. And when we're following the law, we're following the ways of old. There is actually a path that we're on when you're in this life. Life is you're on a journey. You are on a journey. And when you are thinking in a righteous manner, in the Lord's statutes and commandments, you agree that this is the right way. You agree that this is the way, when it comes to the dieting, you agree that this is the right way to eat, the holy foods, the clean foods. Okay? So, they continue on to say, Judith 5 and 17, because their God, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, that hateth iniquity, was with them, right? So the Most High was what? That hateth iniquity was with us. So what does that mean? When we're not sinning, the Most High is going to be with us. Why? Because we're on that right path. Verse 18, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, notice again, going into what? The way that which he appointed them. So, like I said, life is a journey, man. And when you come in life, there's an instruction manual. That's why I say in Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, the conclusion of the whole matter is for the fear of God. The duty of men is to fear the Most High. All right, and that is a path that leadeth unto life. But what the devil did was he used artificial, things that's not real to entice. That's why John marveled at the whore, because it was to be seen as a beautiful way. Wow, look at this kingdom. Look in the way that they're operating. It is amazing. It is fantastic. So put your guard down. But meanwhile, it is just enticing you. But the way they're operating in is all in darkness. And it is being brought to light now that people are seeing it. They're seeing for what it is. Major pedophilia rings, all right, sacrifices, witchcraft, killings, murdering, taking things by force, led people into slavery, captives. This is the society that we're in, and we're voting on two presidents, if you seen them last night, who were like children, like a wilding out comedian show, rattling on each other. And these are supposed to be the leaders of the society that make the decisions. So it says, verse 18, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore. So what is the objectives if they want us destroyed? The Israelites, all right? The chosen people of the Most High. You're going to provide another way. That's what the devil's going to do. He's going to provide another way in which that other way will lead us to be destroyed, all right? And it will have benefits, because another way it can't just be another way and it looks bad. It has to be benefits in following that way. All right. And that is why this truth confuses a lot of our people, because they are as Eve in the garden. All right. And Eve in the garden, what it was is she was looking for the flesh. Okay. She seen that it was good to her eyes. This is Genesis 3 and 6, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, the philosophy, that it was pleasant to the eyes. See, so the ways that they push, it will be pleasant to the eyes. So they're gonna make it look good, as John marveled. And a tree to be desired to make one wise. That's why Eve is the highest. One's graduates in education. Okay, because they are following the ways of the serpent. I'm not knocking getting education or learning. That's not the ultimate, because of this lesson. All right, but a lot of Eves are really caught up in the ways of Esau and follow his ways to make one wise, but they won't, follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible, which is really the one make one wise. She took, because it gives them that sense of watch. You see, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Salakia, verse 5, for Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua doth know that in the day ye shall eat thereof, that then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. That's what is why. They want to, that's not needed. There wasn't, these things wasn't not needed. As a baby, there's certain things that a child shouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? And that is ultimately, you know, with, things that shouldn't, but now have been done, but more or less, okay, these realms that Esau tapped into is making our people be curious, and they go into it, and those are things that they shouldn't know or going to. All right. But not to get too far from the point at hand. Let's end this off. In Judah 5:18, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. See, this society we're in is a land that we were led captive into, and the temple of their God was cast to the ground. You see, and their cities were taken by the enemies. See, so they know. But now they return to their God. How? Because we left that way. When it says in Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Get the hell up out of the way of the lifestyle. We can't fulfill our pleasures in sin because it's not the way to feel pleasures. It's not the way to be excited. We should be excited as helping another brother out. We should be excited as raising up your people and giving them the truth. We should be excited as following our holy days. That's what's supposed to be our enjoyment. But we cast that down and we lift up sin as an enjoyment to the flesh when that is not supposed to be the way of enjoyment. There's not. That's the truth. Okay? As it says, for the wages of sin are what? A death. So you can't be pleasured when you're about to get put to death. It doesn't make sense. But these are the battles we daily struggle with inside of the flesh, because it has no sense. It has no spiritual sense. And through the word and the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we are guided, by him. We are guided by him to actually fulfill his will, all right, and walk in the righteous way to the best of the abilities that he made us to do so. They said, but now are they returned to their God and are come up from the places where they were scattered. And this is happening now. Have possessed Jerusalem, all right, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. And we are about to be brought back to our proper land. But it is the point of us returning back into our power. And how are we returning back into our power? Okay, let's get that real quick. Baruch chapter 4, verse 37. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word. Going back into who? Yahweh Shai. By the word, which is who? What is he? The way. I am the way. I am the truth. By the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of Yahweh. So this is a good time that we are actually in this truth. It's a good thing that this is something to rejoice about, that we're being called back into the way. We're being called back. We're being called. This is something too. This is what we take pleasure in. Try as hard to find things to make you happy here in this society, because it's the way that the society is operated to make people happy is exceedingly sinful. So it's hard for you to find it. People find happiness or watching a basketball game. When it's good, you could watch a basketball game, but ultimately, Israelites those are priests. They're not supposed to be playing basketball. And I don't mean to say that in an overrighteous way. I'm just saying, in the kingdom, these some of them are high priests, sons of Aaron. And they're made sport. They made sport. As they were made like that, they stepped down from the temple, as you read in the book of Maccabees, to follow the ways of the Grecians. But that's what most people get their pleasure in, and I like to watch boxing and things of that nature, and basketball. A lot of brothers watch different sports ways. I'm not saying to be over righteous, but what I'm saying is those are ways that is said for us to take pleasure in, and the ways of the Lord is supposed to be grievous unto us. But that's where the devil wants us to be like that. So the pleasure is as it say the angels rejoice when sinner repenteth. That's happened when a brother repents and come in his truth. Now that's something to be happy about. And men of the Lord, when they are happy about that when a brother comes in the truth sincerely. So I'm saying those men's feelings are sincere. When you see a brother, come in and you see that spark, and you be like, wow, man, you feel happy because you see that you're just happy for him, honestly. And that's the way it should be. That's the way our rejoicing should be, you know. And that concept, man, is only through Yahweh Shai, because that's what Yahweh Shai did. He was. I know he was happy to see Peter walk on water. He was happy to raise up, his 12 disciples. He was happy. Those chosen men, he was happy. The angels are happy. It says that the angels rejoice. Are we and that's why we have to tap back in. That happens with through the Spirit of the Lord, man. It calls us to fast, and tap it back into those realms, which is all through the mercies and graces of the Heavenly Father. So, throughout it, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Rakakadosh, Lord's will, this was edifying. Until the next time, Shalom.